We are here.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to this exhibition matchup between the Hoosier State Instigators and the Indiana Shuckers from Clinton, Indiana. My name is Stephen Erner. Thank you all for joining us here on this live stream. The Instigators are one of many new teams here in the American Basketball Association for the 2023-2024 season. Get some more of that in a little bit. This team is starting out, obviously, their first season with an exhibition game. The Indiana Shuckers, by the way, are not a team in the ABA, so this is just an exhibition game. The Shuckers are out of a IBL league, I believe, or IBA league, something along those lines. But let's talk more about the Instigators here. There was something I just found out before we come on. Real interesting that I found very interesting. Two of the players here for the Instigators today. We have Dylan Ware, number 4, and number 7, Alex Brown, formerly of the Indiana Lions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who the Indiana Lions are, they are the 2022-2023 American Basketball Association co-champions. So former champions here with Instigators this year. That could tell some of you at home watching this that this team could be set up for a championship here in 2023-2024.
That's the goal, Stephen. That is the goal. We're very excited, first and foremost, everyone here, and being able just to watch the Instigators for the very first time as we head into our inaugural season. So, for those who don't know, I'm Jay. I'm a co-founder, co-owner of the Hoosier State Instigators and the ownership group, the Apex Athletic Collective. So I'll be here, kind of on the sidelines with my guy Steven as we do some remote commentary work for this exhibition game. And again, just thank you to everybody that's here right now that'll be tuning in throughout the way. We're here, so all the hard work is about to pay off, and you're going to get to see everybody on the court as we take our first step into the inaugural season in the ABA against the Indiana Shuckers. Thank you guys.
Yes, and once again, this is just an exhibition game here today. The Hoosier State Instigators. I'm sorry, I keep trying to call you guys the Indiana State team, but it's not the way it is. It's the Hoosier State Instigators, and I have to get that right. Their first official game here in the American Basketball Association American Basketball Association is next Sunday, November 5th. They'll take on the Chicago Rebels at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We look forward to being there as well. And for today, in about 6 more minutes, the Hoosier State Instigators get ready for their first ever action as they take on the Indiana Shuckers. Again, I'm Stephen Err, alongside Jay, who will be popping in and out here during the broadcast. We're ready for an exciting Sunday of basketball, and we will be back in about 5 minutes to get this one going.
Just as a quick side note, as we get closer to the action, we will be live streaming all of our home games and away games, if possible, for our opponent's team in their venue at exclusively on our Patreon, Apex Athletic Collective, and along with that, you can also receive exclusive fan perks based upon whichever tier you're in. Those perks include such things as the live game broadcast, um, memorabilia, signed memorabilia from our players, our staff, and associates, as well as exclusive items such as our fan voters. That's a thing that we'll be talking a lot about throughout the season. So just a quick heads up on that. If you're not already aware, we would love to see you there.
You already finished the water? You want another? Later. I don't think I might have enough time to run out of that.
There we go. It looks like things are just getting close to the beginning of the game, guys. So once again, we want to thank everyone here that's here to enjoy this moment with us. This is a huge milestone for the Apex Athletic Collective. Um, you can learn more about the ownership group and franchise by visiting our website, www.apexofsports.com. Head over there, learn more about the team, and get engaged with the community. This is just the beginning, guys. So we got a lot to look forward to. And we are almost underway. We have our guy, it looks like we're going with AB, who will be doing the tip off for the Hoosier State Instigators. I will be trying to get the best grasp on the IBL Shuckers throughout the way. AB will tip it off to Dylan. Dylan dishes it off. The ball is up and in, and we have our very first points of the Hoosier State Instigators franchise.
And there you go. How about that? Starting it off.
Oh, yeah.
A very quick basket here for the Instigators.
Looks like Chuck Bloom will be taking a free throw, looking to grab another extra point out of the free throw attempt. And yeah, man, like you just said, that happened very quick, huh?
Yeah, and right off the gate, first possession after the tip off, they get the points, and then they get the foul after. So the free throw looks like it was off the mark. I didn't think they made it, but here they come. And for those watching on the live stream, by the way, the Shuckers for three, no good there. Rebounded by the Instigators. The Shuckers are the ones in the more white jerseys with looks like the stripes on them. Instigators wearing
red, white, and blue.
right, and the Instigators wearing more of a darker color.
Yes, sir.
And a shot up here for the Shuckers, no good, rebounded, and that ball looked like it was about to go out of bounds, but rebounded. And here come the Instigators again. That looks like can't see the number there.
Sawyer. That is Jesse Sawyer.
Jesse Sawyer, yes, number 23.
Dishes the ball back out to the key. All right, now we have Joe Bird. Now we got a nice little starting squad here today.
Joe and Bird that ball's gonna go. That ball's gonna go out of bounds. Yeah, ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Shuckers.
Joe Bird, he might have a couple issues here today, just getting acquainted, because Joe Bird is actually one of our new players that we brought in from the IBL.
Three ball, and no good there from the Shuckers, and here come the Instigators again.
Ooh.
The rebound.
Okay.
Oh, no, excuse me, the Shuckers have the ball again.
Let's go. This is going to be
inside.
A game today.
Back outside. And now here come the Instigators off turnover. And there's Sawyer again. Back outside. Inside to the basket, and another basket there for the Instigators. So now it is 4-0. Hoosier State. Good start here for the Shuckers. And that shot is blocked, so now she's seen some defense here from the Instigators. Hot start here from both sides, and another basket, a 6-0 run to start this one for Hoosier State. It's 6-0, just like that. Chuck come back out. Three ball. That one hits the back of the rim, no good, and rebounded here by the Instigators. And here they come again. Already up 6-0. Fast start. And into the basket, a foul is called. And see who the foul is against. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a live stream of the Hoosier State Instigators, an exhibition game against the Indiana Shuckers, a non-league opponent here for the Instigators. Their home opener is next Sunday, November 5th, against the Chicago Rebels. 3 p.m. tip-off. Be sure to stay tuned to the Instigators YouTube channel for the live stream for that game. And here's another turnover. So the defense again, an easy bucket there for the Instigators. It's 8-0. And what a fast start here for Hoosier State. And we talked about on the pregame a little bit how they have two former Lions here, Dylan Ware and Alex Brown, number 7. Dylan Ware, number 4. We talk about, with these two former Lions, obviously the Lions were co-champions along with the River Buckets last year in the 2022-23 ABA season, because what happened with the tornado warning out in St. Louis, the game was not able to be played. But we talk about that the fact that the Instigators have these two guys from a championship team last year. That could spell a championship here for the Instigators, and already it's 13-0. Here's a shot up, and another one no good for the Shuckers. They get the ball back, though, however. Go back inside to the basket, and there you go. The first points for the Shuckers in this one. Now trailed by just 11. And inside, no basket, but a foul is called. So I think this one's going to be against the Shuckers. I think the Instigators might be inbounding here.
So while we
And
got a little bit of a pause in action as Dylan takes his first free throw attempt, Dylan Ware makes the bucket. We're up 14-2. As we have a little bit of a break in action, for the fans at home, go ahead and drop your final score predictions in the chat. Let's see that, man. I want to see
yeah,
the
we'd love to hear
reaction.
about that. Love to hear it. But I know somebody said pregame that, or during our production meeting, that we're going to score 200 points today. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It looks
I may or may not be guilty of saying that,
that
but
might have been Jay.
woo,
Ooh,
let's
slamming love a
go.
ding dong, and the first slam of the day here for the Instigators. Let's see how many of those we get today as well. Already up 16-4. Definitely on pace for 200 points in this exhibition game. And a shot here for the Shuckers. Oh, nice shot there for the Shuckers, and they get on the board now 16-6. And we mentioned, Jay, I know we mentioned that the Instigators are one of a handful of new ABA teams. Now, I'm from the New England area where we have a handful of new teams ourselves out here. We'll have the Maine Bulldogs out of Lewiston, Maine. We have the Connecticut Surge out of Waterbury, Connecticut, just to name a few. Has another bucket there, make it 18. Should make it 18-6, and it does. There's the score update. The Maine Bulldogs traveled to Providence last night and fell to the Providence Pirates in their first game. And meanwhile, the first game for the Connecticut Surge, well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to have to wait another week. Their scheduled game tonight against the Westchester Stars has been canceled. So they will have their home first game next week in Waterbury, Connecticut, right outside of Hartford, against the New Hampshire Kings.
Now,
And again,
will that kick off their regular season?
Yes, they will. That'll be their first regular season game right in front of their home fans. So what a way to kick off your franchise if you're Guy Riddick and the Connecticut Surge.
Absolutely.
Right in front of your fans.
And I know personally, I've seen a lot of great things coming from all of the franchises you've mentioned. So yeah, we're definitely looking to see how everything pans out for everybody across the board.
It's going to be there. I just found out. I thought there was like 120 teams in the ABA. They were just mentioning I was at the 4-1-3 elite game yesterday at the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. There are over 150 teams in the American Basketball Association. That's incredible. That's incredible. And obviously the Instigators being one of the new ones.
Absolutely. And we're looking forward to, it's an already historic league, and we're looking forward to just being a part of everything and just, making our own history, making our own mark on it. So that's
very exciting stuff coming for the Instigators, especially, again, we mentioned already, Dylan Ware and Alex Brown, two former Lions, also in the state of Indiana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those are some big games on the schedule. We actually made a point to play those guys 3 times throughout our regular season, which I don't think many ABA teams are doing at all against their opponents.
No, I don't think so.
We wanted to commemorate the fact that they are the current reigning co-champions along with the Burning River Buckets, but we also wanted to kind of test our grit as well. So we wanted to make a point out of that this year for sure.
Definitely. Scoring out 23-9, the Instigators lead the Shuckers. And the shot there is no good. Rebounded by the Instigators, and here they come again. Still here in the first quarter here in Clinton, Indiana. And that ball goes out of bounds. Looks like go back over to the Shuckers. We trail 23-9 here in the first quarter. I want to thank everybody who's tuning in to this live stream broadcast here. And a shot there, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds again. Go back over to the Instigators.
You want to update on some of the fan score predictions?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, so the biggest one that jumps out on the page is 160-62 for HSI.
Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah. There you go.
I'll be honest, they're a bit biased, most likely. Let's be real. But then we got another one that's 122-68 for Hoosier State. Kind of like the way that rolls off the tongue. And the next one would be 106-74, which seems a bit more reasonable because they're still here to play, So there's a reason we chose these guys as our warm up to lead into the inaugural season too. They are no pushover franchise by any means. So
sure,
we are very, very far away from just calling this a W, guys. So, but
we appreciate
the support. And
Yeah.
AB tall in the paint. Joe Hart will
And
help. And
shot there,
AB
shot
with
is blocked. That's the second block here for the Instigators here already in this first quarter. And the basket there, that ball's going out of bounds. So they couldn't get anything done with that after the block shot there. Again, 23-11 your scores. It's a 12-point game. Instigators on top of the Indiana Shuckers. In-state, I won't call it a rivalry, but it's an in-state matchup here between two teams, obviously, the state of Indiana. As the Instigators kick off their inaugural season here in the ABA. And a jump shot there. Knocks it down. What a shot there. Nice job by the Instigators.
JoJo, he is something else, I will tell you, man. He has been shooting lights out throughout the practices leading up to today. So
that is number one, JoJo Hart. Here's a three-ball. Bang! A three-ball for the... Here come the Shuckers now down just 11 points. So like you said, you don't take these guys lightly, despite them being a non-league opponent. I mean, they're ready to come to play. Three-ball there was no good.
Absolutely, though. Yes, they do. They do. Again, we're lucky enough to be able to grab Joe Bird and Chuck Bloom, two of our guard/forwards, heading into the inaugural season, all thanks to the IBL. So this
Outside is a three-ball here, off to just short. Rebounded by the Shuckers.
Just off the rim or backboard. Couldn't really tell that quick, but everything about this game is a shared love for the game and for each other's community. The IBL has been a major factor in helping us get off the ground, and we wanted to test our grit against these guys more than anything. So, this is still a big time ball game for us, even though it isn't our inaugural season start off.
There's another three ball for the Shuckers, and it, once again, now they're down to just 8. So here we go. Here's a comeback. Got a comeback here coming from the Shuckers, and like we mentioned already, like you said, don't take anybody lightly because you never know how any game could turn out.
Yeah, if this continues this way, I might have to jump off the commentary and put a jersey on myself.
And basket, and I think there might be a foul as well, so this might be a chance for a 3-point play.
We'll take it.
And it will be. They're going to go to the line and shoot an extra foul shot. It's 27-17 now your score. First quarter, the Hoosier State Instigators, their first ever action against any opponent. Of course, next week, they'll take on their first ABA opponent, the Chicago Rebels, November 5th, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Stream available right here on the Instigators YouTube channel. Another three off the rim. Rebounded by the Instigators. Here they come again. Oh, and a turnover. Oh, here comes the Shuckers three ball. Ooh, another one missed there. And a deep pass. And that ball is loose. It's going to be taken again. Here comes the Shuckers defense, man. I mean, these last few possessions, they've just been dominating. And a slam damn ding dong there for the Shuckers. And once again, back to an 8-point game. We have a timeout on the floor. So, Jay, I say we take one with them.
Yes, sir. That sounds like a plan.
So let's take a break. We'll be right back. You are listening or watching the presentation of the Hoosier State Instigators. Welcome back, everybody, to the presentation of Hoosier State Instigators basketball here live on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err, calling the game I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts. Alongside me, Jay. Jay, I assume you're closer to Indiana or in Indiana yourself.
Yeah, I am. Actually, I'm based in St. Louis right now, which unfortunately, yes, sir. Which unfortunately doesn't allow me to be at today's game. But however, I will be there on November 5th for all of those who want to see me shoot. Because I told you guys, if anything, if this game keeps going the way it goes, the Shuckers make this comeback, I might have to step on the court myself.
And then here they come, the Shuckers again. Another basket there for them. It's 27-21, the closest they've gotten this far. They were down as much as 14 in this first quarter. That was just a 6-point game. And a 3-ball hit for the Instigators, no good. And here come the Shuckers again. As I was mentioning, I was at the 4-1-3 League game last night at the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts, as they hosted the Mass Wolves. Mass Wolves led by 13 at one point in the third quarter. The Elite, it was a back-and-forth game the whole time. The Elite kept coming back from being down by 10. They were down by 10 a few times, by 13. They kept coming back. And in the end, they came away with a 114-107 victory over the Wolves. So, I'm just saying we might see something like that here again here today. Again, well, it was 20-6 at one point. The Instigators led. Now it's a 6-point game. It's a 14-6 run here for the Shuckers. Playing some aggressive defense here.
A couple of days. Keep me from getting scared today.
Here they come again. 3-ball. Bang! Oh, here we go. Here come the Shuckers. It's a 3-point game.
All right.
And looks like another.
Go ahead.
Looks like we have another timeout here.
Yep, looks like we have about 41 seconds in this first quarter. Who do we think is going to close out the quarter ahead? Or do we have a tie? You guys in the chat, just let us know. We'd love to know.
Yes, let us know in the chat.
37 seconds.
There we go. What a first quarter this has been between the Instigators and the Shuckers. Oh, my goodness. Outside. A 3-ball. Right, bang! There you go. That's how you get back into it if you're the Instigators. That's a basket they needed pretty much because they've been giving the ball up to the Shuckers on these turnovers have allowed the Shuckers to get back in this one. Final seconds ticking down here in the first. And a 3-shot, no good. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the first quarter. So the Hoosier State Instigators lead the Indiana Shuckers 30-24. We'll take another commercial break. I'm Stephen Err alongside Jay from St. Louis. And we will be back for the second quarter right after this. You're watching a presentation of Hoosier State Instigator Basketball. Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter. What a first quarter we had there. The Hoosier State Instigators lead the Indiana Shuckers 30-24. My name is Stephen Erner. That is STEPHENUR. I am out of Worcester, Massachusetts, which is about 40 miles from Boston. And joining me on the broadcast here is Jay from the wonderful city of St. Louis, which I have never visited, but I've seen pictures of St. Louis. It's a very beautiful city.
Absolutely. You know what's even more beautiful than St. Louis is my new home, my newfound home, Clinton, Indiana,
There you
where
go.
we
How
have a
about that? Here
full
we are.
home
We are
game.
broadcasting this game here from Clinton, Indiana, as the Instigators host an exhibition game against the Indiana Shuckers, who play the IBL Pro Am League, and they put on a show here for us today against these Instigators. Excuse me. Again, at one point it was 20-6. It was all Instigators, but all of a sudden now it's a 6-point game. Here come the Instigators with the ball though, and into the basket. That one was no good. That one just floated up in the air and went right back down. I don't think it even got to the basket. And it goes out of bounds and go back over to the Shuckers. So
Oh
again,
man, this is getting tight.
yeah, it's an exciting game. This is like an exhibition game. Can you imagine what we're going to see when it comes to the regular season? And I hope you at home are going to see what's going to happen on November 5th as the Instigators kick off their inaugural season against the Chicago Rebels. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. It is. It's gonna be incredible. This is just such a surreal moment for me, for all of the ownership group, for all the fans, everybody included. Just just man, just seeing this all happen right now so fast is like a blur. So
Yeah, I mean,
um,
yeah, it's basketball is a very fast sport. Let me tell you, I never played basketball. I never played sports. So me getting into broadcasting is a totally different. Like it's like Joe Buck. He got in because his dad got in. It's not like he played sports or anything. I got in. It was just something I asked the team to do right before COVID hit, and did my thing, and now here I am 4 years later doing this. And
you could never
now a
tell.
4-point game.
Truly a natural at what you're doing.
Thank you.
Man.
3 ball. Oh, that would have made it a 1-point game, but it's no good. But they got the rebound here. Another 3. Oh, that one's short. And the Instigators take it back. So we just had a foul where we were talking about right come back from the break. We had a foul against the Instigators, so they shot 2 foul shots, the Shuckers did, and they just made it a 4-point game. And now another basket. And for the Instigators, the basket, that's going to be a foul against the Shuckers. And so I think we might see some foul shots here for the Instigators. So again, last night I was at the Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts, as the Elite took on the Wolves. Both teams playing their second season here in 2023-24, by the way. And I was kind of telling the story of the history of basketball. So for those that don't know, basketball was invented in 1891 by Dr. James Naismith, which is why the Basketball Hall of Fame is called the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. It's named by Dr. James Naismith. And the story, if I have it correct, is Naismith was picking apples when he hung his basket on a tree. And he just started throwing the apples up into the basket. And all of a sudden, basketball.
Yeah, I did not know that, honestly.
Yeah,
That is some really fun fact right there.
And I made the joke. I'll make it again here. So the history of basketball was basically created by apples. And I asked, how do you like them apples? Because, that's what I do. I like to make jokes when I'm doing broadcasting, especially in a game like this where it's an exhibition game where everybody's obviously the Instigators are getting that chemistry, being on the court for the first time together against an opponent. I don't know if you guys had like an scrimmage or anything, but this is different, a little different than a scrimmage. This is going against somebody else, not against each other.
Absolutely, yeah, man. It's like I said, it's just an incredible moment just to really just take part of and be a part of on both. We have a comment in the chat that said, "I do like them apples."
I hope you do. Now, I think the Hoosiers, the Instigators, I keep saying Hoosiers because of Indiana Hoosiers. I keep getting that fixed up. But anyway, Instigators, I think they just got 2 foul shots. So now we have a 32-26 game, and a shot there off the back of the rim there, no good. And here come the Shuckers again. And again, we saw that first quarter, it was 20-6, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. So Shuckers, for those IBL teams playing in the pro IBL season, it's not a team to be reckoned with, that's for sure. That's what we see right now. Up, they got a bucket. So now 4-point game once again, 32-28. Instigators on top of the Shuckers. And it looks like another turnover to the lane, to the basket, and it's a 2-point game. Oh boy, here come the Shuckers once again.
These guys were talking about playing 5 quarters. That's one thing that was actually a side note during the conversation leading up to the game. So I don't know if this is planned or I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna call it scripted. We call it scripted.
Oh, boy. And a three. Oh, my goodness. The Shuckers have taken the lead. What a run by the I can't believe it. They're on a 27-12 run, and they have the lead, and we have a timeout. I have to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Hoosier State Instigators basketball. (27-12) run by the Indiana Shuckers, and they take their first lead over the Hoosier State Instigators, 33-32 here in the second quarter. I am what's the word I'm looking for? I'm flabbergasted. That's the word I used last year when I was covering the Wolves, because I saw some things where I was like, wow. And I've seen some comebacks in my days calling basketball, but I've never seen anything like this. And here come the Instigators on the other side. The basket no good, but I think it might be a foul called. Jay, what are you seeing from this game that you're liking so far?
What I'm really liking is just the overall intensity from both sides, man. They're both out there to play today. Neither team taking it lightly. It is an exhibition game. However, there's a lot laying on the line, especially just between fan bases. We're both here to kind of persuade each other that we both franchises have talent. So that's something huge. But overall, what I'd like to see more out of our guys, the Hoosier State Instigators, is just more offensive rebounds at the moment. I think that's one of the things that really got us on that early run heading into this. So I think once we pick that back up a lot, we should make it a lot more competitive at the moment. Right now we have that 3-point lead, and JoJo's heading up the court. Dishing it off.
And a basket there, and there you go. Now the Instigators start to pull it just a little bit here. It's a 5-point game. So they're on a 6-0 run here, showing the Shuckers what they can do. Yeah, you were watching this.
I got a feeling.
Yeah, it's a good one so far. I mean, obviously, I've seen a lot of. Here's a turnover. I was about to mention that the Instigators on the slam there. Oh, so there we go, an 8-0 run now by the Instigators, making it a 7-point game, and to the basket. That shot looked like it was blocked, and here come the Instigators again. So, and another basket, no good. But we talked about slam right there on the rebound. So the Instigators got up to a very hot start. They were up 13-0, 20-6 at one point. The Shuckers came all the way back, took a 32-33 lead, 32 lead, and now it's been I was about to say it's been all Instigators the last few minutes, but now that 3-ball by the Shuckers make it a 6-point game.
Oh man.
So,
but it looks like we have just about 7 minutes left in the second quarter before we hit halftime as well. So, as we said earlier, don't take anything for granted.
Oh no, for sure. We've seen so many upsets in sports history, right? I mean, back in 2016, it was the University of Maryland at Baltimore County, UMBC, knocked off number 1 seeded Virginia in the March Madness tournament. I don't know if everybody remembers that. Throwback.
Oh yeah.
2016. Seen a lot of upsets in sports history. The Giants over the Patriots, Super Bowl 42. What upset that was?
Don't, man. You got me. You just hit me in a personal spot in my heart right there with that one. For those who don't know, during this, I am a huge Patriots fan as well. Maybe not so much as my guy Steven, since he's got a little bit of a local love for the team. Well,
you would think I would be a Patriots fan, but I've only been in New England for 2 years, and I grew up a Dallas Cowboys fan. But but like 5 years into my sportscasting career, I decided I don't want to be a Skip Bayless or Nick Wright. I don't want to be one of those guys who gets emotional over a team. So I am no fan of nobody anymore. I just watch the game to watch the game, and I have fun doing it. So there you go. So it's
Well,
7-point
we're
game now.
trying
The
to get you
Instigators.
into a fan of the.
Oh.
We'll get you. We'll turn you into a fan of the Instigators over time. That's
Oh
what we
yeah,
do.
I'm sure. I will be a big fan. Having a lot of fun here. And that 3-ball here for the Shuckers. We get a 45-39 game, so we got some action going on here in Clinton, Indiana. Apparently, they tell me it's in southern Indiana.
We are actually for this game today. We are at the Indiana Shuckers home court in Bedford, Indiana.
Oh, we're in Bedford. Okay.
Crossroads Community Center. So next week will be our actual home opener all together. So we will start our. You'll see a pretty different scenery as far as our home court compared to the IBL. However, they have a very beautiful venue as well.
Alley-oop there, no good. Trying to get the basket. The rebound, though, is good. A nice job there getting the rebound. You talked about offensive rebounds that the Instigators needed to get those. They just got them right there. And now they have an 8-point lead. Here come the Shuckers again. 3-ball. No good. The Shuckers love shooting that 3-ball, and they're doing a pretty good job at it. But right there, they missed another 3. Knocked it down. Like I just said. The Shuckers love shooting a 3, and they're doing pretty good at it. And now a 5-point game, just like that. Back and forth we go here from Indiana.
Who is he?
And another deep 3. Oh, my goodness. What a shot there. Oh, my goodness. Making it a 2-point game. Score reached 47-43, but that third, there you go. 47-45 is your score. What a shot. It was a deep shot, too. Wow. And we have a whistle. Looks like the Instigators are going to inbound here on their own side. Again, the score, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, is 47-45. The Instigators lead the Shuckers. My name is Stephen alongside Jay. I am from the New England to Boston area, Worcester, Massachusetts, which is about 40 miles from Boston. And we have Jay in this beautiful city of St. Louis. How far is that from Indiana?
We are actually just about 3 hours west of Clinton, Indiana. So
Okay.
I will be at a majority of our home games. All things, all things considered. Hopefully,
Sure.
I plan to be there. So, so I'm not too far away. However, we do have the majority of our ownership group that is based in Clinton or in Indiana, I should say, and so there's a lot of home ties to this specific franchise for sure.
Definitely. Another 3 here for the Shuckers, and wow, there's another one they knocked down. 2-point game once again here in the second quarter. Instigators getting all they can from these Shuckers. They're playing their hearts out here in this first half.
Absolutely.
And now back inside the basket, and a foul is called.
We gotta talk the Shuckers and the IBL into coming to the ABA and making this a fun game.
Yeah, I mean,
we should do this 4 or 5 times a year.
That's an exciting team here out of the IBL Pro-Am League.
Absolutely.
And the basket there on the rebound is good. So it's a 4-point game. Instigators looking to pull away here toward the end of the first half. Again, they had a big lead in that first quarter. The ball here knocks another one down and continuing raining 3s from downtown. The Indiana Shuckers now done by just 1.
Who are these guys?
Who are these guys, right? And another whistle here. Again, back and forth we go the whole game. Again, it was 13-0 to start the game, 20-6 at one point. Shuckers came all the way back to take a 33-32 lead. Hoosiers went on a little run themselves. They were up by 8. And now we're back down to just 1-point game. And this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to basketball, this is basketball. Expect a lot of this all season long. Run after run after run after run. That's what they call it. They call it a run. Like the Instigators, the Shuckers, went on a 27-12 run. They outscored the Instigators 27-12 at one point. And I got a whistle here. Interesting to see the refs wearing shorts. You know, that's I know that's something you don't see in the ABA.
Yeah, they came dressed to play too, just in case. You know, you never know. You never know. I'm in basketball shorts too on the commentary.
Sure. We're doing a remote broadcast. We can wear wherever we want. And a shot there off the mark, no good. Here come the Shuckers, down by just 1. Yeah, I'm in a sweater. I'm wearing shorts, a remote broadcast. But and I hate to self plug here because this is the Indiana State Hoosiers broadcast. But if you check me out on the NEBN on YouTube, you'll see I wear a suit to my normal broadcast here in New England, and foul here going against the Shuckers. It looks like, who actually have taken the lead now. That's 53-52. So once again, the Shuckers giving the Instigators all they have here in this first half. Been a great game. By the way, I want to mention this, as we are doing an Indiana-based broadcast, despite us neither of us being in Indiana. If someone in the comments can give us an update, are the Colts beating the Saints right now? The Super Bowl 44 rematch. Last I saw, the Colts led 24-17. Give us an update in the comments. Thank you very much. 53-52 score. Shuckers on top, and another steal here, and there's that Shucker defense. We talked about it. Another three off the back of the rim. Trying to get the rebound. Not able to. Now they get it. Here it goes. Wide open three. No good. Almost went in. And the rebound is good. And how about this? The Shuckers with their biggest lead of the day at 3 points.
All right, Joe.
And JoJo Hart knocking down the jumper. Making a 1 point game. Once again, if you are watching this game, thank you very much for watching. By the way, I'm Stephen Err, alongside Jay. I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts. He is in St. Louis, Missouri. We will be with you throughout the entire exhibition here, as they take on the IBL team of the Indiana Shuckers. Whoa, look at that. The Instigators tied the game at 55. And a three here, no good. Off the bounced off. It looked like it might have been gone in, but no good. And here come the Instigators, and to the basket. Oh, that one's no good. And here come the Shuckers again. So again, if you're in the comments, let us know how the Colts game's going. Obviously, we're broadcasting here in Indiana, so we want to know about those Colts. And a three there, no good, off the back of the rim. And that one's going to be saved. Yes, but the only one there is a Shucker to grab it. No Instigators there to grab that three ball, and another wide open three knocks it down.
Oh, that's painful.
58-55 Shuckers. And it looks like we have another timeout. So I say let's take another break and just take a item. Jay and I don't know, Jay's probably thirsty. No, I am. So we'll take a quick drink break. We'll be right back. You are watching a presentation of Hoosier State Instigators basketball. Welcome back, everybody. Indiana Shuckers leading the Hoosier State Instigators 58-55 on this remote broadcast of the Hoosier State Instigators ABA basketball team. An exhibition game before their official season opener next Sunday, November 5th. They host the Chicago Rebels, 3 p.m. Eastern. That game will be in Clinton, Indiana. Right now we are in, Jay, I think you said Bedford, Indiana for this one?
Yes, sir. There
we go.
Correct. At the
Bedford, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
All right. So another basket for the Instigators, make it a 1 point game. And looks like another three, no good. And again, the Shuckers are slow shooting that three. Another one knocks that one down. And so it is a 4 point game in favor. Now it's the biggest lead of the game once again for the Shuckers. They lead by 4.
Interesting.
It is a very interesting game, I can tell you that much. And inside, here comes the basket, no good. And here come the Shuckers again. And you mentioned earlier that the Instigators need to rebound a lot better on offense, and so far we're not seeing that here.
Yeah, it's that's something I think Coach has on his plate to address during the halftime. And overall, again, just to kind of echo again, man, the Shuckers are not an easy squad to go up against. We didn't plan to go out there and make this one make this one a walkthrough event by any means. We wanted to be tested, and they're doing just that as they take
Yes.
4 point lead at the moment, and yep, it'll remain 4 point lead for the time
Now
being.
it looks like another
And
three
we
knocks
are
it down. A 7-point lead. Or an 8-point lead. Oh, my goodness. So, again, another big run here by the Shuckers, and now 3-0 for the Instigators. That one's off the mark. Get the rebound, another three. That one's short. But the rebound in the paint is good. And so, now a 6-point game in favor of the Shuckers. Here they come again. And another three. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, they are really doing great here from the three. And that was a buzzer beater. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I didn't either. We'll call that home field. I bet. No.
So it looks
Yeah,
like, Jay, if I'm correct, that we are at the end of the half already.
absolutely. And
So
for those of you thinking it would be a game, you're absolutely right.
it's a game. That's first to tell you that. We are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. The Indiana Shuckers lead the Hoosier State Instigators 67-59. We'll be back for the second half in just a few moments. Stick around. You're watching a presentation of Hoosier State Instigators basketball.
Looks like we are just about 1/4 of the way through halftime, guys. And um, as you see on the live scoreboard, the Hoosier State Instigators are currently down by 8 against the Indiana Shuckers playing out of the IBL. We want to give a special thank you to SDMC Indiana, our slam dunk sponsor of the year, along with the IBL for being able to present this game to you today. Again, special thank you to everybody in the chat, in the community, all of the Hoosier State Instigators fans in general, especially our Patreon subscribers. We look forward to heading into our inaugural season in the ABA, the American Basketball Association, next week, November 5th, in Clinton, Indiana, at our home venue, the Clinton CRC. Children 12 and under are able to gain free admission to the games, along with tickets going for $10 for children 13 and up, along with adults. The next game will be November 5th in Clinton at the Clinton CRC against the Southland Saints for our military appreciation night. And we can't wait to see you guys there. overall, from my perspective, we have a very, very tough opponent in the Indiana Shuckers. Um, the things that I would like to see from the Instigators is just to come back out smooth, come back out playing as that team they are. And I think we get right back in this thing. It's going to be a tight one from the feel of it, especially if the Shuckers are able to continue their hot streak behind the paint, in the key, and outside of the baseline. They have been draining their threes. And for the Hoosier State Instigators, we started off very hot, guys. And I just want to see those guys get back into gelling together, pass the ball around, and play some tight defense, and that will put us right back in position to be the winner of this first game of the Instigators' history.
I want to give a shout out to the Shuckers. Look at this venue; it's a very nice venue. I love that. I remember. It's a little story before we get to the second half here. I was obviously, as I mentioned, I worked with the Mass Wolves at New Bedford last season. When I first met the owner of the Mass Wolves, Adam Blake, we went to their home venue, the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and it looked just kind of like what you see here on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And I was so mesmerized. I kid you not, it was the best thing I ever seen. Was the fact that they had this upper level, like you see it right there on your screen. There's like an upper level, and I was like so mesmerized by it. I was like, I've never seen anything like this before. So incredible. So shout out to the Shuckers. Very nice venue.
Absolutely, yeah. And it must be Bedford basketball in some sort or another, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I was able to get a update on the Saints and Colts. The Saints lead at 35-20, headed toward the end of that game. So it looks like the Colts are going down. I'm sorry to the Colts fans. I'll give Jay an update. I don't know, Jay, if you have the game on for yourself, but the Patriots are in Miami today taking on the Dolphins. They currently trail 24-17 with 7 minutes left.
Oh, man.
It's been a good game though. I mean, I've been watching before they got on here. They had a pretty exciting game. Mac Jones threw a touchdown to Kendrick Bourne following a Kyle Duggar interception. Unfortunately, Mac Jones then threw an interception to Jalen Ramsey, who played his first game since last season. And he returned that interception all the way for the touchdown. And that is the difference here with the Dolphins and the Patriots.
Yeah. Well, I can say one thing for certain. The Colts might not have won today, but there will be an Indiana team winning today.
You are not wrong.
Right now, we're just unsure of who that will be at the moment. At
Right.
the moment, it is the Shuckers. So
That's right.
the Instigators have to pick it up and kind of make these fans happy, make me happy. Because I'm happy, but I'm also inside. I'm crying. I'm not gonna say that. We're live. Never mind.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Scratch that. We'll edit that in post.
Yep, all good. No worries.
Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching. This is just an exhibition game between the Hoosier State Instigators and the Indiana Shuckers. But again, the Shuckers have come to play today, and they are really drowning. I was listening a little bit to Jay's takeaways from the first half. They are really draining these threes. They're also playing very good defense. They're getting the turnovers. They're forcing turnovers, and they're getting buckets off of them too. So that's a big part for why the Shuckers have the 8-point lead here.
The idea of shooting the lights out of there's some beautiful lights, but they're shooting the lights out of that venue right now, and just like to see that turn over into the Instigators' favor.
Yeah, right. It'd be a good time. So while we have I think it looks like we have a couple minutes here. Let's talk. We have Jay, who's one of the owners here for the Hoosier State Instigators. So we'll do a little. We'll ask a few questions so fans can get to know about the Hoosier State Instigators. Jay, I don't know if you know this, but I want to ask the first question I want to ask is, where did the idea to put this team together first come from?
Well, man, that's actually a long story, so I'll try and break that down so we can get through a few of these.
Sure.
But overall, it was just the dream every sports fan has, to be able to actually own and operate a sports franchise and compete on a championship caliber level. That is the number one goal, and that was the main vision heading into into our inaugural season in the ABA. So actually, a fun story is we had we have one of our very um, very important fans that came up with the name of the Instigators maybe year and a half ago or so. And this is just a little plug for our guy Caleb, man. Caleb for short, but we'll call him Caleb for the stage name purposes. And um, he we just were in another community and just always talking smack back and forth. And he was like, "Man, we should have a team named the Instigators." And really, it just all kind of came over time from that point, right? But the goal is to be able to allow not only our ownership group to be in the operational side of the franchise, but we also allow our fans to be involved in that mix as well. Everything so far leading up to today, everything has been decided by the ownership group and the fans on an equally weighted voting system, even down to our home and away jerseys. Those were fan submitted and voted upon during our August Madness bracket, where each jersey submission went up against each other round for round to get to the final selection, which was created by one of our community ambassadors, Jason Wright. We call him Knight J Wright in the Discord server. Now that you're over there, you'll see a lot of him.
Yep.
And hopefully the guys and gals watching at home at the moment would come over and join that server as well. We'd love to have you involved in the community and the franchise. So looks like we are just getting back into the third quarter, so we have a lot to look forward to.
Yep. So congratulations to you and all the owners of the Instigators for getting off the ground. That's just an accomplishment on its own, because I can understand how hard it is to just start a team, like get all this stuff going and everything. And speaking of getting going, here come the Shuckers. They're getting going, starting fast with it back, and they lead by 10 now as we start the second half.
All right, so now do the Instigators make a run for themselves?
And then they get blocked there, and the ball goes out of bounds. So we'll see if the Instigators can pull back into this one down by 10. They'll get the ball back after the block. So once again, I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you and the Instigators ownerships for just getting off the ground, and of course, hoping for the best this season and your first year.
Ended up dropping my mic. I am sorry for that.
Oh, no problem. There's a basket there for the Instigators, bringing it to an 8-point game. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and that 3-ball, and there's again the Shuckers just love that 3-ball. That one's no good. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is an exhibition game between the team out of the IBL. The first ABA opponent for the Instigators comes next Sunday, November 5th, as they take on the Chicago Rebels. Tip-off at 3 p.m. Eastern Time from Clinton, Indiana. Seeing a bunch of teams. Yep. No. And rebound here comes the Instigators. There's that offensive rebound you were talking about earlier. They finally got one there. And up to the basket, they can't get it to go, though, unfortunately for them. And here come the Shuckers. Wide open lane to the basket, and he gets it to go. Defense still struggling there a little bit for the Instigators.
It's painful.
71-61 is your score. The Shuckers lead by 10. Looking to see if the Instigators can make a run here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the game of basketball, expect those things all season long. You see a lot of runs by different teams. If the Instigators lead by 21 against the Rebels, don't blink, because it could be a 2-point game before you blink. So just something to look forward to next Sunday. First ABA action for the Instigators. Yeah.
Absolutely. And just a quick plug for the majority of our ownership group and the players that were at the Clinton, Indiana trunk or treat event last night. we was able to pass out over 400 tickets to children, along with candy as well. We got the trick or treat part down too, guys. But that was just
Of
and
course.
it was just such a fun event for everyone to be a part of as well. And we're looking forward to seeing those kids in the venue on November 5th as well, along with their family, as we begin to build what we hope to be a championship caliber team. And right now we are down 15, but as Steven
Right.
said, any moment
And
from
another
now we could.
turnover here. Here come the Shuckers in transition to the basket, and it's good. And the Shuckers now lead by 7. And you were just talking about the trunk or treat, and that's another thing about sports. It's not just about playing the game, looking for a win a championship, which I'm sure a lot of players that is the main thing for them, win a championship or whatever. It's also, especially for like the ownerships, the different teams. It's about the community and giving back. So shout out to you guys for giving out 400 tickets to children at the trunk or treat, and obviously giving us some candy as well. Very nice to see you guys in the community.
Oh yeah, it's a blessing and a pleasure at the same time. And the Vermilion County community all as a whole, and the entire region, has been so supportive over the franchise and just helping us get everything in motion. So we look forward to paying that back every year, every year forward as we head into this inaugural season as well.
Right.
Obviously being the key point of that mission.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's it's looking extremely entertaining so far, huh?
Yes, it is. And now I'm down to an 11-point game. Shuckers lead the Instigators 76-65. And a jump shot there is good off the bounce. Nice shot there off his back foot. That'll make it a 9-point game, 78-67. By the way, since we're here, it's today's the 29th, so we will be the first here from the Hoosier State Instigators to wish everybody a happy Halloween. And if you are not going to eat your candy corn, please send it to Worcester, Massachusetts, because I will eat it all. I enjoy mine.
Split shipping. I'll take some too. I want some.
Okay, there you go. I'm glad there's somebody else who likes candy corn because, come on, people,
We're
the hate is real.
the two keeping them in business.
Right, exactly. I love it. 13-point game, 78-65. Instigators playing an exhibition game. And it's the Indiana Shuckers. By the way, my name is Stephen Erner, in case you're just joining us here. Thank you for joining us, by the way. And alongside Jay, I am from Worcester, Massachusetts, just about 40 miles outside of Boston. And Jay is from the beautiful city of St. Louis, which, by the way, I have to mention this. I've seen a picture of the arch. Obviously, everybody knows about the famous arch in St. Louis. There's one side where it's all buildings and cars, and it's a big city. But then you look on the other side of the arch, and I'm not sure if this is obviously correct, but I see the picture. On the other side of the arch, I guess it was like Illinois or something. I don't remember the state.
Mhm.
There's nothing. Absolutely nothing there. It's just like how you go from one side, it's buildings, to nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an unfortunate circumstance, just history.
I find it very I find it very interesting. I was just pointing that out. It's very interesting. Got time out here, 80-65. Shuckers lead the Instigators. Good time to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, next Sunday, November 5th, is the home opener for the Hoosier State Instigators as they take on the Chicago Rebels. Tip-off at 3 p.m. Eastern from Clinton, Indiana, down in the southern region of the state.
Down by 15, and the Hoosier State Instigators are.
And another turnover. What a save there. Wow. That was incredible. And the 3 knocks it down. And wow, that was an incredible play by the Shuckers. First of all, saving that ball from going out of bounds, and then knock it down to 3. And it's an 18-point game.
So I must have been mistaken. I was told during the pregame that we would have the 3D rule in effect. That would have been a 4-pointer.
That is true. You are absolutely correct. And that I don't.
Yeah, I guess we'll let it slide since it isn't necessarily an ABA game. However,
Yes.
I was told that in the pregame. So apologies to anybody in the chat, anybody watching afterwards that was doing their own score counting and score keeping and got that one confused because that was one thing that just stood out to me. So
Yeah, I think the rule for the 3D rule is to turnover on the other side of the court. I don't know if that ball, I saw it like right in the middle.
yeah,
I don't know if it was on the other side or whatever side it was. But if it was a turnover on, if the instigators were taking it, it was a turnover on the sucker side, that would be a 3-point play because it was a 2-point basket. But again, I didn't really see. So
I,
yeah, I'm going.
I remember the still initially started in the backcourt. However, it was up court whenever it was actually deemed a steal. So I'm guessing
Yeah, so probably
they
the right
made
call
the
there by the referee. I think so.
absolutely
84-70 now. Here come the instigators, 14-point game.
man.
And another three there. So back to a 17-point lead here for the Shuckers.
If I could shoot a three that good, I'd be in love with it that much too.
And no basket there. There's a foul called. So they're going to away that basket off for the instigators. So you said you guys you've mentioned, and unfortunately I don't have the schedule in front of me, but you do, and we mentioned this. Dylan Ware, number 4, and Alec Brown, number 7, are former Indiana Lions who were co-champions last season. You mentioned you plan to play them 3 times next year. When's the first time we're going to see the instigators go against the Lions?
Let me pull that up right now. I believe. No, we have a few home games, or no, a few away games after our home game. So just one moment. Let me pull that right up.
And he just while you're looking that up, you didn't mention that you got to play them 3 times. Most of the time, you only play a team twice, and I've noticed that on my schedule as well. Like the Wolves and the Elite, they met last night. They won't meet again until January of 2024 in New Bedford. For the Wolves, their next game is next Sunday in Foxborough. They'll play the Providence Pirates. They don't meet again. They'll meet for the last time. 4 weeks after that, December 2nd in Providence. They won't meet again for the rest of the season. So it's just twice you meet. It's like,
Yeah, we will actually be right after the very first 2 home games to kick off our season. We will be we'll be at the Indiana Lions home venue in Danville, Indiana on November 19th. And
there you
we
go.
won't meet them again until January 20th when we play them in Clinton at the Clinton CRC.
Another 3. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jay. Another 3 for the Shuckers. In there, up by 20 points. They have blown this game open.
It is insane. And to follow that up, our final game during the regular season will be on February 25th at the Indiana Lions home venue again in Danville. Just another side note, that is my mom's birthday, so I love you, Mama.
Happy birthday to Mom.
Yeah. So yeah, we do face them 3 times just to try and make a spectacle out of it for both fan bases and really test our grit, which the Shuckers are doing tremendously at right now.
And it's funny that we are now at a 23-point game. I got to throw it back. January 22nd, 2023. The 413 Elite led the Mass Wolves 82-59 at about this time in the third quarter after a 3-point shot. The Wolves came back and won 106-104. So I'm just saying anything's possible. Right now it's a 23-point game right now, but I've seen a 23-point comeback in my day, and that was it. What a game that was! Again, NEBN on YouTube. Go check it out. Mass Wolves versus 413 Elite from 122-23. Classic game. Then we get back to the action here. Spinning. Oh, no good there, but a rebound gets to go. So there you go. There's that offensive rebounding we talked about that the instigators need to get more of. Getting the basket there. Now it's a 21-point game.
Man. I was going to say just 3 more touchdowns. Now we need a couple extra points.
Back to a 25-point game. 23-point game, excuse me. 95-72. So we said we might see 200 points in this game. And if my math serves me correct, we are right now at 167 total points. So I don't know if we'll see the instigators score 200 on themselves, but we are seeing 200 points total anyway, at least. We'll see something there.
So for those in the comments during the live chat, we had a question that they wanted to know, how does the ref indicate the 4-pointer play
Yep.
for the 3D rule. Basically, what will happen is during the 3D rule, we'll see on our live broadcast we have two areas near both teams' logos. The red little rectangular area that is actually set to be triggered off with the 3D, and it will flash similar to our 3D sirens that are on the scorers tables. That way, fans at home can tell that a 3D rule is in effect, along with those in the venue itself. So that's the best way to know when everything's in the 3D rule. And JoJo with the shot and air
So
caught air with that.
yeah, it might have been blocked. I'm not sure, but it's a 24-point lead here for the Indiana Shuckers. I don't know about you, Jay, and I'm not supposed to make these type of comments as a broadcaster, but I was not expecting what we're seeing here today. I was expecting something different.
Yeah, we've been hoping for different, and right now I can't tell you what's going on internally at the moment, but I think we really need to kick it into gear heading into the fourth, or else we will be looking at a large deficit heading into the last quarter. So um, if we're gonna start our comeback right now, would be that time. So
It would
just got to see
definitely.
more offensive clarity from everybody and let them gel together, because right now the Shuckers are hot, especially from deep.
Yes, they're up by 27. They're again their biggest lead here today. It looks like we have a timeout on the floor, so I think it's time we take one ourselves. It's been a while. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Hoosier State Indiana Instigators basketball.
AB with the rebound, we'll dish it up the court, and that will get back to AB. We'd like to see a little bit more tempo. Personally, I would like to see a little bit more tempo from these guys as far as their overall offensive rebounding. Again, that has been the number one takeaway for me at the moment, is just being able to be in the paint when those shots are missed. That's going to be a major, major plus for us that we aren't seeing currently at the moment. Again, special thank you to SDMC Indiana, our slam dunk sponsor. AB with the three himself, and that's off the rim and out. The Shuckers have the ball again with the 27-point lead, and that will be off the backboard. A foul is called, I believe, on the Instigators. It looks as so. Man, how about the IBL though? Those guys have been so tremendous in our preseason leading up to the inaugural season. And again, we just want to say thank you to the IBL and the Indiana Shuckers for allowing us to be able to play today during this exhibition game. Jason Wright is in the chat, and he says that we need more slam dunks for the slam dunk sponsor, and he is absolutely correct. That's off the hands of, it looks like, the Shuckers. Maybe. No, yep, it is off the hands of the Shuckers, and I will be in and out throughout this broadcast as well. As we head into the fourth quarter shortly, we have, I believe, about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. So bear with me as I try to get this technical side out, because I am losing a lot of resolution on my stream at the moment. So bear with me as I try to get that fixed, and we will be right back in terms of the commentary. The game will still be live. As we are back, as we get back into action, the Indiana Shuckers have a massive 33-point lead with just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. So, man, what a turn of events, as the Instigators came out hot to start off this game. We're looking to lessen that blow heading into the final quarter of this game, or we may have a very, very tough last quarter to deal with. There's still hope as that bucket goes in, and the Shuckers will inbound. We are experiencing a bit of technical difficulties with our co-host Steven. However, he will be back just as soon as possible, guys. So at the moment, I will be leading the hype train as we put a 3-point up and turn this deficit a little bit less painful for me to watch. Yeah. It's been such an incredible game so far, and the IBL Indiana Shuckers are shooting the lights out from beyond the arc as AB goes in with a little bit of intensity heading into the. I do not see the shot clock stopping, so there's a little bit of hiccups, guys, just on the technical side. However, we will be ironing out all of these kinks throughout the week leading into our inaugural season on November 5th in Clinton, Indiana. The ball is inbounded. The Shuckers take it up court. Shuckers in the paint, dishing it out. They'll dish it back out, and they are playing in the paint now, and that is off the rim. Looks like V has him guarded, and that's up and in just ahead of the buzzer. Painful. We are back as the Shuckers will be inbounding the ball to start the fourth. Or no, I believe we still have three. We're still in the third quarter. Yeah, never mind. I was going off of the game clock. I apologize. We are in the fourth quarter as the Indiana Shuckers have a 113, 112 to 87 lead over your Hoosier State Instigators. And the Shuckers will inbound the ball. They're looking to slow down the game a bit now. For those who are just joining the game, this has been a 3-point showcase for the Indiana Shuckers as they seem to be able to drain everything from anywhere at the moment. Look for the Instigators to try to lock down on that as we head closer to the wrap of this game in the fourth quarter. A 25-point lead. The Hoosier State Instigators push the ball up the court, up and in. As the game will now be 112 to 89, the Shuckers drive the ball up the court. They'll dish it out. They're in the corner. They're looking to do some damage. And that three is up and in. 115 to 89 as the Hoosier State Instigators have the ball. JoJo Hart looking to do his own magic, leading up the court. He'll pump fake. He'll make a little hezzy move. That's off to Joe. Joe for a three of his own, saying welcome back to the IBL as he puts the Instigators up to 92 points total now. And that's a three with the foul, and he'll go to the line to potentially have a 4-point play off of that shot. The Instigators are feeling the pressure now, as this is 118 to 92 with just about 10 minutes left in the third quarter. I'm not sure if that was a foul or if that was out of bounds. But the Instigators will take possession. They'll dish it off to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart up the court to AB. AB in the paint where he loves to be. AB with the rebound. AB with the points. He'll put 2 up for the Instigators. It is 118-94. As off the rim, AB with the rebound. AB up to JoJo. JoJo in the paint. Nice little Euro step up and in. IBL, the Indiana Shuckers, they came to play today. Someone gave them the game plan to score a bunch of points, and they I think they got the memo. Nice block from AB. AB, he'll get the ball back. JoJo Hart again. Up to Dylan. Dylan with the slam alley-oop, and there we go. Shout out to SDMC Indiana, our slam dunk sponsor. A 32-point lead heading into the 8th minute, or the 4th minute, my apologies, of the 4th quarter, as we near closer to 8 minutes left in the ball game, barring any spectacle that comes about, such as overtime. 123-98 as that ball is up, and AB with the putback, and that'll go off the rim. Dylan with the score to AB. AB to Chuck Bloom, I believe.
That's 3.
Yes, it would be Chuck Bloom. And there's a 3 from the corner. That's off, and the tempo is increasing as Chuck goes up. Dylan, with the save, back out to JoJo. JoJo with the rebound. JoJo puts it back up. Dylan now with the save again. And that will be off the mark as the Indiana Shuckers take possession. I believe we are heading into a timeout, and we will take a quick media break as well, and we will be right back with you with 7:43 left in the 4th quarter.
And as we sort through our audio issues, I wanted to jump on here. This is Jake Schoen. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, sir. Welcome,
Yeah.
Jake. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I was hoping the game would turn out a little bit better. We started pretty hot in the beginning. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the first member to join the AAC, so I'm one of the co-owners of the Instigators here.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Jake, I mean, there's still a bunch of game left to be played right now as we look to make a run. So it could very well swing our way as far as the outcome goes. So still a lot left to look forward to, and just overall, man, it's been a very entertaining game as far as watching both teams and how they're able to perform against each other. Some of our fans, like I said, man, they were in the chat. They were in the chat saying freaking 60-point blowouts. So us to be down right now is actually a good welcoming to the whole experience of being a basketball franchise. Obviously, it's an exhibition game, but we're looking forward to being able to, as Jason Wright welcomes
Oh yeah.
Jakey to the broadcast. We're looking forward to just seeing how everything goes, and if we can make this comeback that's down by 25 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Again, a lot of these guys were talking about wanting to play a fifth quarter pregame.
Mhm.
So if we're gonna make that happen, we got to make that happen now, or at least make it not happen in the way that we want it not to happen by making this
Yeah.
comeback.
Yeah, and I do think it's a good thing for our team to kind of face this adversity even before we hit the regular season as well, because we're definitely going to face more adversity throughout the season, and to have this situation beforehand, I think helps us kind of pull together as a team.
Absolutely. And as painful as it is, I'm just as happy for the IBL Shuckers to be able to Indiana Shuckers to be able to represent the IBL and play in such a fashion. They have been shooting lights out. I've said it time and time again, but they keep making it time and time again. So Dylan with the
Yeah,
rebound. Dylan with the rebound dishes it out. I believe that would be a three if that was made. It's off the rim. That's out for three. Joe Bird with the three, and that will he's got a special feeling for this court coming from the IBL himself. So that just might be the guy to get this spark going today, as we have a 21-point deficit now. Hoo-wee. So for those of you in the chat, don't give up on us yet, man. We are still fighting, clawing our way as we head into our inaugural season in the American Basketball Association. AB with another rebound. I think that's 10 million by today. He just got over his 10 millionth rebound in his life. That is an unofficial official stat for those of you who didn't know that by now. But man, we get the ball, we give it away, and that is just not fun to watch. So again, these guys both teams are playing their hearts out today as we try to be that team that comes out victorious. That's up, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on the Shuckers, as Joe will head. No, we're going to inbound. No, excuse me. Joe is heading to the line. He is not. That's odd. That seemed like a shooting foul to me. But we will be inbounding the ball. So again, special thank you to all of our Apex Athletic Collective supporters, the Hoosier State Instigators supporters, and everybody in the community, along with our Patreon subscribers. Visit www.apexofsports.com to learn more about the ownership group and our associated franchises. As the IBL Shuckers head back up court with the ball in their possession with just under 6 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter, they have a 23-point lead. And that will be up and off. That will be up and in. And the Hoosier State Instigators will dish it off to Dylan as Dylan takes the ball up court. Mind you, Dylan played a tremendous role in the Indiana Lions' success last year in the American Basketball Association, as they made a run to the championship game just to be canceled due to inclement weather issues. So, fun fact about Dylan Ware is that he was the leading point scorer for the Indiana Lions and didn't even get to play a full season due to his commitment with the Lebanon Leprechauns as he goes up for a slam dunk, a wild spinning 360 dunk. He was actually split his playing time with the Indiana Lions and the Lebanon Leprechauns and still led the co-championship, reigning co-champions, the Indiana Lions in points. So if that tells you how good that guy is, as he dishes it off the backboard to AB, another fellow Lion who came to become a Hoosier State Instigators in our inaugural season. A 22-point deficit now with just under 4 minutes left on the game clock. The IBL Indiana Shuckers send it off the rim. And that will be inbounded over to Ethan Bishop. Ethan Bishop to Dylan. Dylan with the dunk, but that's going to be off the rim, leading to a fast transition break from the Shuckers and a steal attempt from Joe, who just so happened to be there. And you love to see that. No, Chuck. My apologies. Chuck Bloom, another former IBL MVP himself. And I believe it seems as if we will be taking. No. Okay. Never mind. We will be right back into action shortly. No, we are going to timeout. I apologize yet again. So we will take a quick media break and jump right back into this. As we head back into the action, we have just under 4 minutes left remaining as the IBL Indiana Shuckers put up 132.3 points now against 109 for the Hoosier State Instigators. There's still a lot of ball game left to be played, but we have to make these possessions count. And that is not how you do it, leaving a wide open three, but we will get lucky and get the rebound off the rim as Dylan Ware takes the ball up the court. He'll dish it off to AB. AB, it's off AB's hands and up and in, though, saved by AB with the dunk. As we have just got over 111 points today. That is a 22-point deficit as that 3-point will go in, and that is a 25-point deficit. Dylan will get still. That's off to Joe. Joe with the 3, up and in. Floating right around that 22-point mark as we near closer to 2 minutes left in our very first game as a basketball franchise. The Hoosier State Instigators, owned and operated by the Apex Athletic Collective, look forward to heading into our inaugural season in the American Basketball Association at our home venue in Clinton, Indiana, the Clinton Community Recreation Center, on November 5th against the Chicago Rebels. You can purchase tickets for the game at www.apexofsports.com/tickets. Children under the age of 12 and under will be able to gain free admission to the game on November 5th all children under the age of 5 will be able to gain free admission to all games during our home stretch in the inaugural season. As the Shuckers bring the ball up and dish it in for 2, it is now 138 to 114 with just under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ethan Bishop. A fun story about Ethan is during our final tryout of the year, we held a scrimmage for the guys that we considered to be on our roster ahead of signing day. Ethan Bishop, he shot like 8 for 10 from beyond the arc in our final scrimmage game and made about 24 plus points just in about 5 minutes. So we obviously have a lot less time to deal with on our hands right now, but at any moment this game can still shift. We still have a lot left to play. Just under 2 minutes left. There's a lot of things that we have to turn our way if we are going to turn this into a victory today. However, again, visit our Patreon, visit our Discord server, visit our social medias at Hoosier State ABA, and learn more about the franchise as we head into our inaugural season. We look forward to seeing you there as the IBL Indiana Shuckers send another 3 from outer space into the bucket. They have been shooting lights out, and that's a steal. And that will be back to the Hoosier State Instigators as Ethan thought he was going to put it up on him. He dishes it out, and he'll get 2 for the assist. Chance Fry, I believe, with the bucket. And the Shuckers come right back. What a team they are. Ethan will get the ball. He'll dish that. That's up. That's off. And Ethan with the rebound. Ethan, wide open 3, just off. And we are nearing the end of this game as that clock continues to wind down. This looks like the final possession of our very first game as a basketball franchise. No, as that ball will be sent from half court, and the Hoosier State Instigators will be able to retain or gain possession and inbound the ball up the court. And that is the buzzer. The final score being 145 to 118. The Indiana Shuckers give the Hoosier State Instigators a taste of their own medicine as they put up a tremendous amount of points. A 27-point victory against your Hoosier State Instigators today as the teams go and congratulate each other on their performances. A key point to this broadcast is the IBL. We want to thank the IBL again for the opportunity to come out and test our lineups ahead of our inaugural season in the American Basketball Association. The Hoosier State Instigators will be playing out of the Central Region in the American Basketball Association with our first game to be played at home in Clinton, Indiana at the Clinton Community Rec Center, November 5th against the Chicago Rebels. Visit www.apexofsports.com/tickets to purchase yours today. Children aged 12 and under will gain free admission to our November 5th game, along with tickets being sold to adults and children 13 and up for $10, available on our website. The following game, November 12th, against the Southland Saints at Clinton, Indiana, the Clinton CRC, will be held in honor of our military troops. It will be our military appreciation night, and we want to commemorate both home games with special events throughout the day. Look forward to that. And again, thank you to everyone involved. Thank you to all of the fans in the chat. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. And until next time, be great, instigate.